Okay. So again, if you missed out, I am recording it now. So welcome everybody. I appreciate you guys. We are doing Belgium today. Okay. So if for any reason you need to leave or you have somebody on your team that you want to share this with, this is my YouTube channel where I will post this training once we're done. Okay. So as we talked about a little bit earlier, all the certificate trainings that we do are listed at the beginning of the month with each of the links available to you. So right here, we're doing Flanders, Belgium. Vendor supplier training versus certificate. So again, vendor supplier training is like our vendors. So if you go in, like I said, we're doing Royal Caribbean. Disney, if we go into Disney, which I do this once a year, you go in here and so my certificate workshop is what I call my trainings, but we do all different trainings within it. So we could do this vendor training. And again, all these you guys can do on your own also. So you don't have to do them with me, but like Disney's a very tough one. And yes, you can do both, correct. So right here, if you don't want to wait for me to do this again, I'm going to be doing it again like under my daughter's name because as you see, I finished mine. But as you see, it's like a 6, 7, 8 hour course. Okay. So we usually take 3 or 4 days to do it. What I do is I usually do trainings if it's like this. We do it usually for about 2 hours and then move on to like Royal Caribbean. We're going to be taking like 8 days to do it. So every Friday we're finishing up Royal Caribbean. That's a vendor training. That's again, you can do that on your own, but it's really good to make sure you do these. You can still book Disney. You can still book Royal without doing the training. But of course, you first off, Disney, you want to do the training because you have to do it to get your benefits, okay? But some of them you don't have to. Princess, you do have to do the training to get your free Princess cruise, but you can still book with them. So the other certificate trainings that I do, like again here, Tahiti, we do this like I was going on a cruise and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be visiting Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Cozumel. Let's do a training on that because again, then it helps you become a better travel agent to be able to sell to your clients. Oh my gosh, you're going to Puerto Vallarta. I just did a training on that. You must see this. You must go here. Be careful over here though, right? So again, it's always making you a better travel agent. But a lot of times we get free perks, like we're doing the Oasis coming up on the 23rd. I think we get 2 or 3 free nights in Cancun. Who doesn't want that, right? So perks and makes you a better agent. So is it different training material doing Royal with you versus with them? No, no. So again, we do it together. We just like Carnival, we just finished Carnival. So if you click over here with Carnival, it's just we do it as a group. That's it. Okay. Yep. And again, like I said, like Princess is a really long one, and some of the test questions are pretty tough. So and again, anybody that's done these with me, if you want to let Melanie know or any of the new agents know, do you like doing it together? Because some people, my son tried to do it because he wanted his free Disney passes. When you got to Disney and the types of cabins on that cruise ship, he was like, Mom, I gave up. I threw my computer. Can I get your YouTube? So I can find the answers. Because a lot of times, if you miss like twice, you have to start that course over. So when you do it as a group, like right now we have 22 people on. Hopefully the 22 of us will get the right answer, but we still have failed even with 40 or 50 people on. So Sandy said she can't hear anyone. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully. Okay.
Yes, Marnie.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, okay, perfect. So Sandy, I don't know, but all right. So hopefully everybody is registered with floundersmaster.com. Okay. Perfect. Thanks, guys. All right. So again, we're going to learn about Belgium. Again, I don't know anything about Belgium. So it's just a way for us to learn about these destinations because then it's something, hey, I want to go there. Put it on your bucket list, right? When I went to Thailand, I did a training on Thailand so I could see what do I not want to miss, and what do you wear there? How much money do I need? So it's always really good. How do I get around? So again, if you go to my YouTube channel and you decide, hey, I've never even heard of Air Canada, you can go here. Or we did Uplift, the payment plan. I think that changed now to something else. But here, Carnival, we just finished that one. Argentina. Oh my gosh, Marnie, I have somebody going to Argentina. Can you help? So on here also, and I don't have it updated, but I have a list of different courses you can take along with ones that we've done. Okay, so here, Destination OTT is a program that has destination trainings. Travel Agent Academy is a program, Travel Agent Academy, another program that has courses, Travel Agent University, TBO Academy, California Cruising Power, etc. And there's my YouTube. So again, you have somebody that, in Australia, you want to learn about Australia. Here's my YouTube and here's the course. Okay. So you can always, find out. You have somebody going to Costa Rica and you want to find out about that. So just kind of wanted to share all this with you. So does anybody need help registering for the course today? And if everybody's ready, then we can get started. So also, if you're new with us, a lot of times, you follow along like maybe on your phone, but you want to do the test with us, okay? You don't want to sit here with me for an hour or 2 hours or 20 minutes, however long it takes, and then have to go back and do the test yourself. You want to do it with us, okay? So keep that in mind. All right. So again, your profile. Let me see. I guess I've been in this before, so I didn't just register. So let's see. So you're going to go in and register, okay? Oh, yeah, that's because it's under this one. Okay. So let's see if it shows my information in here. So as you see, different courses, ABTA, again, that's the UK, kind of like, what do you call it? Kind of like their Leotan, okay, they're licensing. All right, so down here, this is your personal information. Down here is company, okay, USA, Archer Travel. Okay, so again, you're going to go in here to Flag Masters, and that's what I was saying earlier in case you missed it. In this program here, that in this course, you can go in like we're going to be doing tomorrow, Ireland. So you'll want to go into Ireland and get registered. So you're going to click here and it's going to take you into that course to register, okay? So for this one, we're in Flanders Master. I've already registered, so it's going to ask you, do you want to sign in or do you want to register? You want to register, and then that's where I'm showing you where we're at now, okay? So here's the link in the chat box. Click there. It'll ask you, do you want to register or sign in? And then when you get there, we're going to go ahead and do the registration. Again, it's your information and then Archer's information. Okay, their address. They are the travel agency. You are a travel agent. And then what type of bookings do you do? Again, this is just kind of up to you, your info. So right here, all these different ones, if you have your own CLIA number, you can put that, but always put the IATA number.
Charge, it's got 100% charge.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have questions? Right here, Travel Leaders Network is the consortia. And then you'll save changes, and then you should be able to get into the course. Okay. Again, let me know if anybody has any questions. Also in the chat box, when I go through these trainings, a lot of times I'll be reading or we'll be watching a video or something. Want to make sure that you guys get your questions answered, okay? So here's where your certificate will be when you're done. All right. Here's your homepage, your profile, and here's where we're going to go for training. Okay. See, I don't think I have any certificates yet. No certificates yet on this because I haven't done this one. All right, so we're going to click on training. So as you see here, we've got essentials, getting to and around Brussels and Antwerp. And again, I always say before my courses, please forgive me for any mispronunciation. I'm not the best. So if I do mispronounce something, feel free to correct me, okay? I know sometimes it's like you cringe, like, oh, I wish you'd say that right. Like gyro, fofa, you know. So I'm just here to help, you guys and me, okay? This is a training with vendors, so this is just a way of doing it. Correct. So again, it's just a way, because what happened with me, Princess, Nikki was my sponsor, and she kept saying, Marnie, when are you going to do the training so we can go on our free cruise? And I'm like, I'll do it. And again, being self-employed, it's like, oh, I got this to do. So finally I put on my calendar and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down and do it. And then I'm like, you know what? Hey, Linda, hey, Crystal, do you want to do this with me? Yeah. And then I've been doing this for about 3 years now. And I'm like, let's do it together. And it's fun because again, we get to meet each other. A lot of times maybe Evan has been here and can share his personal experiences. And again, who doesn't want help with a test, right? So I did get in trouble when we did CLIA, because CLIA, you get 4 free trainings. But CLIA is a paid program, and they made me stop because it was like, that's how we make our money. You can't be given this free training out. And it's like, but it's our team. We're just doing it as a group instead of, no, you can't. I'm like, okay, I'll stop. But these other ones are open to all travel agents. Okay, so that's how you do it. Yes, correct. Yeah. So again, I know how it is, Melody. It's like I need to watch like all the new videos in our back office because they just updated it. But yeah, when we do it together, that's what I said. Get it done, get her done, and we're done. And again, do it together. And yep. So let's have fun. Okay. So thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Yep, tomato, right? All right. Bruges and Ghent, art, heritage, and culture. So a lot of times we learn about history, like in history class, cycling, Flanders, fields, and then we'll get our certificate, hopefully. All right, so let's get started. I don't know how long they are each course. Maybe we'll get done in a half hour. Maybe we'll get done in 5 hours. But we usually stop within a 2-hour increments, depending on what it is. I've had some people that sat on with me for 5 hours, like finishing Princess. So dedicated. All right, so everything you need to know about Flanders in a nutshell: the location, the cities, the key facts, local specialties, UNESCO sites, and city cards. So let's get started. So you click here. Motorola, did you get signed up? And did you guys get signed up? Everybody good? Again, if not, if you're still, registering, don't worry. We're here for you. When we get to the test, we'll make sure everybody passes. Just don't give up, okay? All right, so what and where is Flanders? Well, situated in the northern part of Belgium, the region of Flanders is, amongst other things, home to beautiful historic cities. Flanders Fields, the battlefields region of the Great War, and a 42-mile stretch of coastline. Flanders is located in Western Europe between France and Holland, and is just across the English Channel from the southern counties of Great Britain. It takes just about 3 hours to cross the region of Flanders from east to west. Okay, so here's the map. Again, whenever it's like highlighted here, you can click on it. This will enlarge the map. A lot of times it will take you out into another program. Don't worry if you're registering now. Again, we're just starting. And as I said, when we get to the test, we'll make sure all the answers are in there for you. All right, so as you see, it popped up into a different thing. Also, sometimes it gives you flyers and brochures that you can download. Some people have binders on their desks, some people have folders on their desktop, etc. So you can save that there. All right, Flanders has something to offer everyone, from visitors wanting to explore its rich past Trendy couples wanting great food, good shopping, amazing festivals, to families looking for safe and friendly cities, and resorts with plenty of fun, theme parks, museums, and amusements for all ages. It also caters to sporty travelers looking to explore the gentle but attractive terrain on a leisurely cycling break or an adrenaline-fueled sand yachting experience. All this and more. So again, like this is something you may want to, copy. So when you get your certificate, guys, have you ever heard of Flanders? Look, for families, for singles, for a couple, whatever, the sporty travelers, they got everything for you guys. So again, just kind of wanted to show you how you use these to advertise. All right, hopefully it's a short video. All right. So I put in the chat, sometimes when it's just the pictures and stuff, I'll speed it up to, especially if they're longer videos. All right. So go to the next page. All right. Whistle Stop Tour of Flanders. Flanders. You've probably heard of Brussels, the capital of Belgium, as well as the headquarters of the EU and NATO, and not forgetting well-known resident Mannequin PIS. You might also know Bruges for its numerous chocolate shops, romantic canals, cobbled streets, or from watching the In Bruges film. However, there is a lot more to Flanders than this. Antwerp, a fashion capital. It gave the world famous designers such as Dries van Noten, diamond capital. 80% of the world's diamonds pass through the city. That could be a test question. Home to Rubens during 1577 to 1640. His house in the center of the city is one of today's top attractions. Together with superb museums, including the Printing Museum, Plantin Moretus House, Moss, and the Red Star Line. You have Ghent, or Ghent, whichever, home of the magnificent architecture, such as the Towers of St. Nicholas, St. Bavo, and the and the Belfry, the Castle of the Counts, an amazing array of festivals, including the annual Gentse Festen, a 10-day music and street art festival. Again, that could be a test question, okay? Not to mention some of the world's best art, including the Van Eyck brothers' masterpiece, the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. All right, here's the canals of Ghent, or Ghent. Leuven, Flanders beer capital, home to the world's largest brewery, Ab in Bev, where Stella Artois and Leffe is brewed, Europe's biggest bar, the Odd Market, with over 40 bars. Zythos, the world's biggest festival of Belgian beer, as well as Belgium's oldest university. This is a flower market there. Beautiful. Mechelen, fascinating, small archbishopric city, midway between Brussels and Antwerp. Perfect to walk or cycle around with the imposing Tower of St. Rumbold's Cathedral, where you will be rewarded with magnificent views after climbing no less than 538 steps. Right here, the Market Square in Mechelen. Again, beautiful. Looks kind of like when we went to Amsterdam. Austin, city by the sea, one of 12 resorts along the Flanders coast. It's home to Ensor, the curious named Dead Rat Ball, and some fantastic seafood. A great way to travel the entire length of the coast is by coastal tram or Kustram, the world's longest tram line. Okay, again, remember that. Ypres, known as leper in Dutch, or referred to as wipers by soldiers in the First World War. Ypres was one of the cities that was almost completely destroyed during the battles, but has now been magnificently rebuilt. Visit the stunning cloth hall in the center of the city which houses the fascinating In Flanders Fields Museum, and attend the daily last post ceremony held every night at 8 p.m. at the Menin Gate. Okay. All right, the facts. Population of Flanders is over 7.5 million, while Brussels just over 1 million inhabitants. The climate is similar to that elsewhere in Western Europe, with mild year-round temperatures. There isn't a bad time of year to visit, but spring, autumn, and Christmas are popular seasons to take a break there. This is the Adamium. All right. The main language of Flanders is Dutch, but is often referred to as Flemish, and has many variations across the region. There's also a small French-speaking minority, and Brussels is officially bilingual, conversing in both Dutch and French. As we mentioned, English is also widely spoken, so visitors need not have any fear of being misunderstood or being understood. Flanders is the Central European Time Zone, CET, in line with most countries in Western Europe, and 1 hour ahead of the UK and Ireland. All right, and then Flanders is, okay, the currency in Flanders and Belgium is the euro. Again, those could be test questions. And here's Christmas in Brussels. All right. Company name will always be Archer Travel. Anytime you do any of these trainings, just remember that we're working under Archer, even though you're branding yourself. So company agency will always be Archer. The rest, personal information, is yours. So, all right. Flanders products. So ask anyone what they first think, and when you say Flanders or Belgium, and popular answers are chocolate or beer. They may also mention mussels, frites, and waffles. It is asking me for second address line. That's only if you have like an apartment complex or something. See here, I'll show you real quick. Sorry, guys. So when you sign up, again, up here will be your information. Down here is Archer. So as you see here, address line 2 and 3, that's if they have like apartments or something. Nothing for status. Okay, so status, where's status at? Sorry, guys, we got some people still signing up. Where is status? Type of business will be travel agency. You are a travel agent. I put that as address, but in the website, it is still marked as need to put in. All right. Website. Guess I must have done mine before some. Is this the same page you have? Address. Yeah. So leave that blank. Leave line 2, please. And maybe just block it out or something. Try to clear that out if you can. Do you live in the United Kingdom? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so make
So
sure.
you said travel agency, we do put Archer, not
Yes,
our own business?
correct. Correct. And again, just to emphasize why that is, yes, you're branding yourself as your own agency, but your own agency is working under Archer Travel. So the IATA number is tied to Archer. So anytime you're dealing with a vendor or company, you always want to make sure that that's there. Okay. I just put first line again. Okay, thank you, Jess. Again, I registered a long time ago. So yeah, just either put it again or put Boulevard or number sign or something. See, mine doesn't have the asterisk for the second, but I guess when you first register. Okay, see, that's why we do this together, so we all help, right? All right. So awesome, guys. So again, don't worry because we're just reading right now. So hopefully by the time we get to the test part, you guys will be all set up. All right. So again, they think of chocolate or beer. They mention mussels, frites, ruffles, but people generally think of something delicious and there's no getting away from it. Gastronomy is big in Flanders. So here you have moules frites, which is, I guess, fries, typical dish in Flanders. It is often said that Flanders offers food with French quality and German quantity. So the best of both worlds. Flanders actually has one of the highest numbers of Michelin-starred restaurants per head of population in the world. So there are plenty of high-quality dining experiences packed into this region, small region. Culinary Festival, Antwerp. Of course, you don't need to dine out in a Michelin restaurant to get a good meal in Flanders. So again, for all those foodies out there, you guys can market this to them, right? Visitors can enjoy the humble friet with mayonnaise. The Flemish also enjoy going out for a meal with friends and enjoy a more leisurely pace of service. So don't expect to be rushed in restaurants, but do expect good quality food and excellent service. Okay. Stunning cuisine at Lyra. Fish and seafood dishes can often be found on menus, including the unique Ostend shrimps, commonly served in a hollowed-out tomato with mayonnaise. Other popular Flemish specialties include hearty and warming stews like carmenade, flamande, or stoofvlees. In Dutch, beef cooked in beer, or waterzooi, a lighter broth typically made with chicken or fish. Many of the cities host food markets selling local specialties or gastronomic events where you can buy taster tickets to try bite-sized portions of chef's specialties. It is a great way to immerse yourself in Flemish culture. And then an insider tip, tell clients to look out for the menu of the day. These offer some really good value meals, often with seasonal products from the region. It is a great way to eat like a local. Also head away from the main squares, find a cozy restaurant, bistro, or cafe offering authentic local dishes. Be sure to leave plenty of room for tasty desserts too. Okay. All right. Chocolate, biscuits, and other specialties. So forget mass branded chocolate bars. Instead, think quality pralines, carefully handcrafted, melt in the mouth sensations. If you really want to be tempted, then watch this short video, but be warned, you'll be left with the munchies. So let's see what the short video is. Again, if it's just pictures, I'll hold on. Okay. It up a little just to watch me make it. try those Belgian chocolates. Delicious, right? All right. So congratulations for those that got signed up. Which agency group do I select? Other ended Archer, but did not take. Yeah, you should be able to just type it in. Again, for anybody that's just registered, can you let Estelle know what you put there? Thank you. All right. Did you know that Belgium produces almost 660,000 tons of chocolate per year and is home to over 2,000 shops? It's hardly surprising that chocolate window displays are so engaging with these master crafters and thus a popular pastime for visitors to Flanders. Chocolate aside, there are other delicious sweets and biscuits worth seeking out too. Try speculoos, a spiced shortbread biscuit that is often served to accompany hot drinks. It was traditionally made for the St. Nicholas feast on December 6th, given to children as a pre-Christmas treat, but now is available all year round. It can also be found in ice cream and as a spread for putting on bread and toast. Antwerp's hand cookies on Antwerp. Okay, insider tip. So if in Gent, be sure to try the Gent noses, a conical shape, usually purple jelly sweet, and buy some of the famous mustard from the historic Tarantin shop in the center of the city to go with the delicious local Ganda ham, similar to Parma ham. For adventurous folk, try chocolates by Yuzu with quirky fillings such as mustard and Ganda ham. They really are something to be tried. So again, something, you can share. Hey guys, make sure if you go, check these out. So sounds kind of weird, but went out, experience it. Kuberdins or Nozikis. Okay. All right. Beers and spirits. So Belgium is world renowned for the quality and diversity of its beers. Delve beyond the big brands and visitors will discover a wealth of beer styles. Definitely something for every taste. From Trappist abbeys where monks brew their own beer using century-old recipes to brand new microbreweries, there are probably more styles than anywhere else in the world, which include blonde beers, red ales, dark beers, wheat beers, fruit beers, including creeks and the unique goes from the Brussels region. Pick. All right, there's more to beer in Flanders than just beer. There's also the glass. Each beer has a unique one designed to maximize the enjoyment of the drink in terms of its aroma and taste. But spare a thought for the bartender. Many cafes and bars sell a wide range of beers, and each one needs to be served in the correct glass. That make nice gifts for friends and family too. So we definitely recommend spending a few hours sampling some of the fine Belgian beers, but just be careful. It's not unusual for these fine drinks to be 8% alcohol or more. Skål. Okay. All right. If you prefer something a little stronger, then why not try the local Genever, a type of slow gin offered in multitude of flavors. Some of the cities where there are famous bars and cafes which only serve this liquor. Good ones to try are the watermelon and the chocolate, but there are literally hundreds to choose from. Other regional specialties worth trying include Antwerp's Elixir de Anvers, a herbal drink which can be an acquired taste, but can then become dangerously Moorish. Or Rumor from Ghent, which is an elderflower liquor and great accompanied by a mixer for a refreshing long drink. Perhaps even more surprising is the production of the malt whiskey distilled in Flanders by the Het Anker Brewery in Mechelen, also known for its delicious Gouden Carolus beer. Okay, so that's Rumor. Bum, 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 bum. Art and culture. So art and culture has a huge impact on the lives of the Flemish people. So think a little harder about Belgium, and you might just think of Flemish masters, an historic group of great Flemish artists. They include Rubens with its atelier and house, which can be visited in Antwerp. The wonderful adoration of the mystic lamb Triptych from the Van Eyck brothers, housed in St. Bavo's Cathedral in Ghent, and Pieter Bruegel the Elder, whose life will be celebrated in 2019 with various exhibitions. You may also know the quirky artist James Ensor, head for Ostend, and surrealist Medjugorje with its paintings showing bowler hats, apples, and pipes. whose dedicated museum is found in Brussels. All right. Adoration of the Mystic Lamb by Van Eyck Brothers. All right, each of the Flanders art cities has museums, churches, and other venues proudly displaying its finest art, together with a variety of great exhibitions and events taking place throughout Flanders around the year. There are always opportunities to see something new. Not forgetting, of course, comic strip art celebrated across Belgium and especially in Brussels, including characters such as Tintin. When in Brussels, visitors can tour the comic strip murals painted across the city and visit museums dedicated to this art form, such as the Belgian Comic Strip Center or MOOF, Museum of Original Figurines. So if you thought art was boring, think again. And I bet you probably didn't know that the Smurfs are abso-smurfly Belgian too. Didn't know that. So the Belgian Comic Strip Museum. Okay, so again, something for the kids, right? All right, heritage and UNESCO assets. Flemish cities are famed for the magnificent architecture, from stunning squares like Brussels' Grand Place to glorious churches and cathedrals such as Our Lady's Cathedral in Antwerp, and historic castles such as Ghent's Castle of the Counts. Cities of Flanders are full of immaculately preserved buildings that take your breath away. Another reason why films and TV shows such as the BBC TV drama The White Queen are filmed in Flanders. Cities such as Bruges, where the entire city center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, provided a wonderful scenic backdrop to the drama. With no less than 36 UNESCO sites throughout Flanders, visitors who enjoy the feeling of going back in time whilst remaining in the present era will enjoy spending time in these historic cities. They're all very easy to travel from one to another by train or car, even if you are staying in Bruges. It's easy to hop on a train and get within half an hour. Okay, here's the museum. All right, cycling. Given that the people of Flanders eat masses of chocolate, drink plenty of beer, and enjoy a pastry or two, not to mention a cone of frites and mayonnaise, it's perhaps a mystery how they manage to stay so slim. The answer lies partly within the fact that they only consume quality products and fresh ingredients. Another answer might lie in the love of cycling. It's the region's #1 spectator sport, well-loved pastime, and often the preferred way to travel to and from work or school. So there they are, cycling. Cycling in a nutshell is the sport of Flanders. And whilst there are some good Belgian soccer and tennis players out there, cycling is the one sport that Belgians are especially passionate and knowledgeable about. Maybe you have heard of the Tour of Flanders, Ronde van Vlaanderen, which celebrated its 100th anniversary in 2013, or perhaps you have heard of the famous legendary Belgian cyclist Eddy Merckx. Did you know that British 2012 Tour de France winner Bradley Wiggins was actually born in Ghent? If this is all new to you, fear not, but you could inspire your clients to rent a bicycle and discover Flanders on 2 wheels. The region has one of the most comprehensive bike route networks in Europe. So kind of cool. Get their exercise, see the sights, cycling around Flanders fields. So encourage visitors to get on their bike, be brave, explore cycle-friendly cities. With a cycling network second to none, most local tourist offices throughout Flanders offers bikes to rent by the hour or day. It's both enjoyable and relaxing to cycle alongside canals, such as on the outskirts of Bruges, and you can suggest visitors make a refreshment stop at one of the local brown cafes en route to satisfy their hunger and quench a thirst. But not too many Belgian beers. For useful cycling information, you can visit this site. Again, if you click on it, it'll take you out into that site. So you can save that and watch it later, or, save it for future. All right, so here we take our cycling very... All right, almost done with this one. City cards give great value for money. And just so you guys know, we have those available for like New York and California under like Expedia Tap, things to do, etc. So keep these in mind too when, sending your agents out or your clients on vacation. They have like packet cards that they can visit museums and stuff for a discounted price. So city cards are made with the visitor in mind. So why not suggest one of the many different passes that are available in many of the cities across Flanders? Some of the passes are electronic and most include use of public transport as well as additional discounts and offers in shops and restaurants. You can buy these in durations of up to 24, 48, or 72 hours to suit the length of the stay. Remember to tell your visitors that they don't start working until the first time the user initiates them at their first visiting point. And then Flanders offers good value if your clients are city hopping, and agents can earn commission from selling these add-on extras. Okay, so good to know. There you go, little museum. All right, so here's our first test question. Okay, everybody ready? Where is Flanders? Northern region of Belgium, northern region of France, northern region of Holland, northern region of Germany. How do you say Belgium? What do you think? Anybody? Let's
Do
try.
we have a screen where we bubble these in at too?
Yeah, you
Say yeah.
Yeah, you should be here. So that's why I said, if you're new, a lot of
Mhm.
times you'll follow along, but you want to do the test with us. So if you just got registered, make sure you arrow through everything we just did, and it should take you here. Now, sometimes
Oh, okay.
the test questions are different. So as you see here, I think we have 2, 4, 6, 8, like 10 questions. So this question may be your fourth question, or it may be the same. So I don't know. Does everybody have the same one? Yeah. So yeah, you have a different test question. So again, that's why we like doing it together, because this question may be your next number 4 one. Okay, so just wait till we get you to your question, and then as you see, we'll help each other. So so Flanders is North region of Belgium. Okay, I'll put the answer in here for you. All right. So again, if you're just getting registered, just make sure you arrow all the way through. And is everybody kind of where we're at? I just want to make sure I know.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Approximately how many inhabitants live in Flanders? Was it 1 million, 3 million, 7.5 million, or 10 million? Anybody remember? Do you remember? 1 million, 3 million, 7.5 million, or 10 million? 7.5. Let's check that out. Correct. Very good. Which time zone is Flanders? Remember, I said this probably going to be a test question. Central European,
Central European time.
Central European. That's what I thought. Yep. Very good.
Thanks, babe.
When is the right time to visit Flanders? Spring, summer, Christmas, with all the markets, or all the above?
All the above.
I would say all the above. Very good. Yeah. True or false? Flemish, Dutch, French, and English is widely spoken in Flanders, Belgium. Remember Dutch and French, right? Is English widely
It's
spoken?
true.
It's true.
You. All right. Which of the following can be found in Flanders? Historic cities, Flanders field battlefields, 42 miles of coastline. All the answers historic. I'd say all.
It's a
Thank you. Name 3 cities in Flanders. Brussels, Bruges, and Ypres. I think that was it, right? Correct. All right. It's not Paris, it's not Lily, and it's not Amsterdam. I remember Ypres because I was like, is that spelled right? How many resorts will you pass on a tram ride along the Belgian coast? Coaster link up this 42-mile stretch. Thank you, Joanne. So is it 10 resorts, 11 resorts, 12 resorts, or 15 resorts? Anybody know? What do you guys think? 42-mile stretch.
It's 12.
12. You?
Mhm.
Oops, I missed the three cities. What was it?
It's Belgium. It's the Ypres one.
Okay, guys.
Okay. All right. Belgium produces how much chocolate on average a year? Wasn't that 660?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Lots and lots of chocolate. Which of the following are styles of Belgian beers? Probably all the above. Yep. All right. Does anybody have any different questions or did you miss any? Joanne's putting the answers in there too. Let me know. Whoop, whoop. You passed. Now we get to move on to the next module.
What was the tons? Sorry, I'm behind. What was the tons of chocolate?
660.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to put these in here, but I missed the actual answer.
Don't worry. Which options below are known as Brussels city icons? All right, so I didn't get that. What are the options? Does anybody else have that question? And did you get it right? Brussels city icons. Oh, there it is. Mini Europe, Grand Planet, the Smurfs. Okay, so I know it's the Atomium, the Smurfs. So I'd say maybe the first one, you think? Comics. Okay, so the second, the Eiffel Tower is not there. So the comics, the Atomi. No, they talked about the Atomium, the Smurfs, the comics. I guess the comics and the Smurfs would be together, right?
And chocolate is for sure.
But
Um,
I don't know
let's
where
see.
this splits out, but I don't think the Eiffel Tower is there. That's in Paris.
Right.
So I think if anything, I think it may be this or something. Let me know who gets it right.
I think it's the first answer or the first one on there.
This one here,
Marnie.
Europe, Grand Smurfs and Atomium.
Mine seems to have given me a different test.
Okay, so let us know what questions. Yeah, that's why we do this together, so we make sure everybody gets theirs done. So what's your first question? First off, real quick, did anybody get this right? Or Castile, try the first one, see if it's right. If not, see if it'll let you do it again. And let us know. Okay, Melanie, what's your test question?
Number one says it's asking what the neighboring country of Pan is, P-A-N-N-E.
Oh. Is
It
it
says Germany, the Netherlands, France, or Luxembourg.
are you is
Wasn't
it
it Germany?
under I don't think did anybody else get that question?
I did that first test with you in order. It had all the same ones, 1 through 10. And
Okay.
then I scrolled through arrows and it brought me.
Yeah, we haven't been to so we haven't gone there yet. So we're just still on the first test.
Well, mine ended with the beers question. What are you on now?
Yeah, that could be because like I said, some of the questions are out of order. So right now we're helping others that haven't finished the first test.
Oh, so they had different questions. Oh,
So if you've already finished the first test, we haven't gone to the second module yet.
because you're asking questions that I didn't get. I'm
Yeah,
lost.
some people get different ones. That's why.
Okay.
All right, so Castell, you picked the third one, and was that correct? the Atonium, the Grand Palace, Maneki, and Comics? Let us know. What does it say? Right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. So again, if you see that, that was the correct one. Perfect. Atomium, Grand Palace, Maneki. Okay, anybody else still on the first module with the test? Most of the answers are in here. All right. What other question do you have? Anybody else before we move on to number 2? Again, you can unmic yourself and, ask so we can get them all approved. Let me know that everybody's good. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll move on to the next module. Getting to and around Flanders. So how are we going to get our customers, our clients, transportation? Okay. Flanders location is the north of Belgium, which was a test question, between Holland, France, and Germany, and just across the English Channel, means that it is one of the easiest destinations to get to, and there are numerous ways to get there. Ooh, that's beautiful. Bruges, Rio, water. Flanders is packed full of beautiful cities interspersed by green fields, pretty villages, and as we mentioned in our Flanders essential module, really quite small and compact. Cities are not very far from each other and can make ideal 2 or even 3 location short break stays. Once arrived in Flanders, getting around the region is just as easy, thanks to the short distances and Belgium's comprehensive road and rail networks. Flanders cities are all a joy to discover on foot or by bike. They also have modern public transport systems incorporating buses, and in most cities, trams and metro systems. We should also mention the Custrum, the coastal tram service, which operates the entire length of the Belgian coast from Nulke Heist near the Dutch border to De Pan near the border with France. It's the world's longest tram route. Finally, you'll find the taxis to be efficient and inexpensive way to travel within the city. So good thing to know. Coastal tram, Middelarchy. Within this module, we'll give you all the information you need to master getting to and around Flanders. There are many options for getting there depending on where you're setting out from. If you're traveling directly or making a stop along the way, and what you're planning to do when you get to Flanders. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think that should probably be on our second set of questions. So that looks like we're right here, traveling by train and stuff. We'll find that out. So thank you. There are several flights from North American airports to Brussels National Airport, flights to Brussels Charleroi or Antwerp International ANR are also an option for travelers who are already in Europe. So flights from the US, oh, perfect, thank you. Okay. New York, Brussels Airlines and Delta. From Newark, United. From Washington, Brussels Airlines and United. Atlanta is Delta. Miami, TUI Fly, seasonal summer schedule. And Chicago is United. So United and Delta are the US Airlines. And then, of course, Brussels. Flights from Canada, Toronto, Air Canada. And then Montreal, Air Canada, Brussels Airline, and Air Transit. Seasonal summer schedule. So again, as you see, some of these trainings are out of date also, but at least it gives us an idea and stuff. And again, talking about traveling and what's required, etc. It's always best to always look at the most up-to-date information. All right, airports. Brussels National Airport. The airport's located 8 miles 13 kilometers northeast of the center of Brussels. Brussels Airport Railway Station is located directly beneath the terminal building, basement level 1, and has frequent direct services to Brussels and the major cities across Flanders. The journey time to Brussels Central Station is around 17 minutes. Taxis are available in front of the Rivals Hall. The journey time into the center of Brussels is around 30 minutes, depending on the time of day. All taxis have meters, and the average fare to the center of Brussels is around 45 euros. Rental cars are available from a number of international companies, including Avis, Budget, Europe Car, Hertz, Sixt, and Thrifty. Brussels National Airport, and look at the beautiful sun. Antwerp Airport. The airport is located about 3 miles southeast of center of Antwerp. Taxis are available to take you into the city. Journey time around 15 minutes, depending on the time of day. Rental car companies, Avis and Hertz, have desks at the airport. Bus routes 51, 52, and 53 stop immediately outside the terminal building. Brussels South Charleroi Airport. The airport is located 30 miles south of center Brussels. Brussels City Shuttle coach departs every 30 minutes to Brussels Midi railway station. The journey time is about an hour. Shuttle coach stop is at the crossing of Rue de France and Rue de Instruction. Charleroi railway station is located about 6 miles south of the airport. Bus A connects the airport with the railway station. The journey time is about 20 minutes and inclusive tickets, bus transfer, and train are available from the ticket machines in the terminal. It is possible to buy any Belgian station tickets. Rental cars are available from a number of international companies, including Avis, Europe Car, Hertz, and Sixt. All right. Sailing to Flanders. Traveling by sea to Flanders is a good option if you're traveling from the UK and want to take a rental car from UK to visit Flanders. Austin. P&O Ferries sails from the Hull to Zeebrugge every day, departing at 18:30, arriving the following morning at 8:45. Cabins are included in the price of tickets. There are restaurants on board the ships, together with a range of entertainment options. There are 2 ferry companies that sail between Dover and Calais, DFDS Ferries and P&O Ferries. They each offer regular crossings 7 days per week, and the journey time is approximately 90 minutes. DFDS ferries also sail from Dover to Dundalk. The crossing takes slightly longer, about 2 hours, but you arrive closer to Flanders, less than 10 miles from the border. Okay. All right, so there you go. Traveling by train, so Eurostar offers fast, frequent services from St. Pancras International Station in central London through to Brussels Midi Station. The journey takes about 2 hours, and there are departures throughout the day. It is also possible to board the Eurostar at Ebbsfleet International Station, located near Gravesend in northern Kent, and some services also stop at Ashford in southern Kent. Here's Eurostar at St. Pancras. Eurostar tickets can be bought either to Brussels Midi or any Belgian station. Tickets to Brussels Midi are also valid for transfers to the other stations within Brussels region, including Brussels Central and Brussels North, using the Belgian Railways network on the day that the ticket is for. Tickets to any Belgian station are just that. They allow onward travel using the Belgian Railways network to any destination within Flanders. Note, these tickets are not valid for travel on the Thalys or ICE trains, which are other international services, but may have multiple stops in Flanders. You can travel to any Belgian station within a period of 24 hours. So even if you do arrive on the last train into Brussels, you are still permitted to take a journey to another city the next morning. So you really get a great deal out of these add-ons. Eurotunnel Le Shuttle. Eurotunnel offers the fastest way to take a vehicle over to the continent by train. It takes 35 minutes traveling from Folkestone to Calais, and there are up to 4 crossings per hour every day of the year. Passengers clear border controls before boarding, so once you reach France, you're straight on your way. And remember, from Calais, it is quick and easy to reach Flanders. Okay. Traveling by coach and bus. So traveling by coach can be a very relaxing and sociable way to travel to Flanders. If this is something that your clients enjoy, you should familiarize yourself with the many packages offered by coach operators from the UK to destinations right across Flanders. The coach operators typically travel via one of the ferry crossings by sea or by Eurotunnel under the channel. There is a wealth of good coach operators using modern, comfortable vehicles, typically with air conditioning, toilets, and drink facilities. Big advantage of coach travel is that they are usually accompanied by an expert tour guide. The guide will then make sure that everything happens according to plan or find solutions if unforeseen events do occur. It is also an environmentally friendly way to travel. Some operators specialize in tours based around certain themes, including beer and breweries, gardens, and Christmas markets. If you've got clients who want to visit Flanders fields and the battlefields, traveling by coach can be really attractive option. Not only tours available covering all the key sites and in some cases some of the more unusual places, but having a tour guide who knows the area and the specific events that took place in the region enhances any visitor's experience whilst bringing the history and tour alive. All right, and then train travel in Flanders. Belgium has a national rail network, which is the most comprehensive in the world. The company Belgian Rail is known either as NMBS or in Dutch or SNCB in French. But like everything else in Flanders, you'll find that everyone is happy to help you in English. So between each of these cities, together with most of the towns and villages, are frequent, fast, direct services. Price of the tickets is also quite reasonable, either in standard or first class, and there are not lots of different ticket types. So you're not penalized by buying your tickets on a day of travel. For example, standard class ticket from Brussels to Bruges is around 15 euros. And here's some examples of how long it takes to travel between the cities. So Belgian Rail provides live timetables and the opportunity to buy tickets. So Brussels to Antwerp, 45 minutes, Ghent, 35, Bruges, 1 hour, and so on. So look for IC intercity trains. These will offer quickest services between the main cities. The IR trains will still get you there, but more likely to stop at smaller villages en route. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. Almost done with this one. Driving. So driving in Flanders is straightforward and generally civilized. Like the rest of mainland Europe, driving is on the right side of the road and distances and speeds are measured in kilometers. There's a comprehensive network of roads, including high-quality motorways, freeways linking all the major cities. They have both a national road number denoted by an A, example A10, and a European road number denoted by an E, example E40. All right, there's Brussels. Speed limit on Belgian motorways is 120 kilometers per hour, about 75 miles per hour. Wow. On other main roads, the limit is 90 kilometers. Okay, so probably about, what's that, like 50. A range of international car rental companies are present in Flanders. Unless you specify a car with automatic transmission in advance, rental cars are generally stick shift, manual. Perfectly legal to take a right-hand drive car across the UK so long as it has the following in place. Headlamp beam deflectors so that the car's lights do not dazzle oncoming drivers, a warning triangle, and a reflective jacket. If you rent a car outside of Belgium, make sure that the insurance covers driving in Belgium. Okay? There's City Hall, Museum of Hof van Bosenius and Michelin. All right, so again, proximate distance and journey time. So again, if somebody wants to take a picture in case we have test questions on that. Signs will often give the names of the towns in both Dutch and French spelling, so it's worthwhile to learn what these are if you're planning a road trip, okay? So English, Dutch, and French. So get an idea. Okay. Cycling in Flanders, again, go hand in hand. The terrain's perfect for two-wheeled travel. Don't be fooled into thinking it's completely flat, though. It certainly isn't. However, you won't find mountains. The summit of the region's tallest hill, the Kemmelberg, is 512 feet above sea level. What you will find is a scenic landscape full of green fields and pretty towns. All of the cities are also very bike-friendly. Across Flanders, you'll find a network of cycle routes. That's one of the most comprehensive in Europe. A range of themed cycle circuits have been developed, including ones that give an experience of tour of Flanders, to ones that take you through the past Great War monuments or other elements from World War I, to ones that explore the area near the Trappist Abbey of Westmalle, famous for the beer. And of course, you don't have your own bike with you to cycle in Flanders. In each city, it is possible to rent the bicycles, plus many hotels also offer bikes for rent. If you'd like to know more about cycling in Flanders, see our dedicated Cycling in Flanders module. All right, time for another test. Near which neighboring country can you find the coastal resort De Pan? Germany, Netherlands, France, or Luxembourg? It says France. Let's try that. That is correct. How long does it take to travel via Eurostar from London to Brussels?
2 hours.
2 hours. Very good. Thank you. Approximately how long does it take to travel from train from Brussels Airport to the center of Brussels? Airport to the center of Brussels. Anybody?
17 minutes.
I think it was 17.
Yeah.
Correct. Very good. From Calais, approximately how long would it take for you to travel by road to Ypres? Ypres. Less than a half hour, just over an hour, about 2 hours, or about 3 hours. From Calais to Ypres. Anybody know? Let me see if Google knows. How long does it take to get from Calais to Ypres? Google's your best friend, right? Or is it-
It's just over an hour.
Thank you. All right. Neat. Very good. True or false? You can use your Eurostar ticket for a free transfer within Brussels within 24 hours of your Eurostar journey. Say true. Correct. What is Belgium's rail known as? Belrail, Belchu, NVS, SVS, or Beltrack? Wasn't it this one?
Correct.
Correct. Thank you. Which of the following destinations cannot be reached by direct train from Brussels Midi station?
Sorry, what did you pick for that train one?
The one that had the two different, the French and the Dutch.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Is this none of them? All of them can be reached?
Yeah.
None? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Approximately how long does it take to travel between Ghent and Bruges by train? Boy, they're really testing us today, huh? 90 minutes, 1 hour, 40 minutes, or 25 minutes? From Ghent to Bruges by train.
25.
Thank you. Correct. What's the speed limit on motorways? That was the 120, right? Correct. What is the distance between Brussels and Antwerp? About 30 miles, 50 miles, 70 miles, or 100 miles?
This one's tricky because they have kilometers, miles backwards. It's 30.
It's a 30 miles?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
They try to trick us on that one.
All right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Anybody have different questions or anybody miss any?
Somehow I got behind and then I missed one. So I'm still on the Brussels Midi station one.
Okay. What are the options?
Which of the following destinations cannot be reached by a direct train from Brussels Midi station?
All of them can be reached.
So none.
All
is
of
your
them?
answer, Susan.
Okay, thanks. And then the time between Ghent and Bruges.
It's either 17 or 25 What was the other answer?
Okay, it might be the 25 one. Yeah. And then the speed limit in Flanders,
120?
120.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And then what's the distance between Brussels and Antwerp?
Is 17 one? What are
Seven-
the, if 17,
30, 50, 70, or 100 miles?
30 miles.
30
So-
miles. Okay.
And
Thank
Mark,
you.
so far, quiz 1 and quiz 2 have been same question, same order. Both
perfect, thank
for
you.
everybody.
Okay, any others, Susan? Susan, did you get them all?
Yes, thanks.
All right, now we're moving on to Brussels is Belgium's capital city, home to the headquarters of NATO and the European Union. Its history of hosting the institutions of European Union has resulted in Brussels often being referred to unofficially the capital of Europe. It is international metropolis and the ultimate European city, hosting many expats. It's a true melting pot of cultures. This makes it for a very interesting destination where visitors can experience many types of cuisine, traditions, and influences. Getting there and getting around. Brussels' central location in Europe means that it's easy to reach by air, by train, or even by car. Brussels National Airport is the main international airport located 20 minutes, okay, from Brussels city center. Quickest, easiest way to reach central Brussels is to take a train from the airport's rail station located on the lower ground floor level -1. City's 3 main stations, Brussels North, Brussels Nord, Brussels Nord, Brussels Central, and again, these are the different, Dutch or French versions. Brussels Midi, okay? The airport has a taxi rank directly in front of the arrivals hall. Average fare into the city center is 45 euros, and the arrival hall also hosts the major international car rental companies. Eurostar's international train services from London St. Pancras International Station arrive at Brussels Midi Station. Passengers with a Eurostar ticket can enjoy a free transfer to any station within Brussels, including Brussels Central and Brussels North. Brussels Midi Station also has a station on the Brussels Metro and the city's tram network. Of course, it is also possible to get a taxi outside the station entrance. Other international train services, including Thalys service from Paris and Amsterdam, or the Deutsche Bahn Ice services from Germany, also arrive in Brussels Midi. Many of these services also serve Brussels North Station. Getting around the capital by foot is easy and recommended as the city center is quite compact. Beautiful sights to enjoy while strolling around. Of course, there's also a bus, metro, and tram network run by the MIVB, for which you can buy either a multiple journey ticket or a 24-hour, 48-hour, 72-hour, etc. ticket. These can be bought in most tube stations, or often there will be a vending machine at the bus and tram stops. Accommodations. Well, the city boasts over 15,000 rooms from deluxe to budget, many boutique design hotels, as well as B&Bs, hostels, and apartments. During the week, many of these rooms are filled by business visitors, and therefore there is a vast bed stock which can be filled on the weekends, so many hotels offer great rates. This makes Brussels an ideal weekend destination for your clients that may have not considered this before. All right, good to know. City icons, Grand Place, okay, frequently hailed the most beautiful square in Europe, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Square was built as merchants' market in the 13th century, now plays host to many events throughout the year, including an annual beer festival. Traditional heritage Amangang Parade, summer concerts, jazz festivals, Christmas nativity scene, and the stunning biannual Carpet of Flowers. You'll find several bars, museums, and City Hall right here. For a small fee, visitors can go up to the City Hall's balcony to admire the above-mentioned Carpet of Flowers. Mannequin PIS is the famous bronze statue of a little boy urinating, is another famous resident tourist like to hunt out whilst in the capital. There are many legends surrounding him, but ultimately he was created in the 17th century and embodies the irreverent spirit of Brussels. Did you know he has a whole cabinet of outfits which have been gifted to him from many dignitaries the world over so they can dress him, right? These can be found in the Brussels City Museum on the Grand Place, which has free admission on the first Sunday of every month. Mannequin PIS even squirts beer or wine on special occasions and is proud to wear some of the outfits bestowed to him on certain national days. Okay. Another unmistakable symbol of Brussels and Belgium is without a doubt the Atomium. Built for the 1958 World Exhibition, the landmark represents 165 billion times enlarged elementary iron crystal. Besides offering spectacular views over Brussels, it also houses the new Plasticararium Museum. Temporary exhibitions, a restaurant, even accommodates youth groups for an unusual overnight experience. Comics. Comics are a distinct, very typical form of art in Flanders and Brussels. So for an alternative discovery of Brussels through the eyes of the cartoon character of Tintin, there are dedicated comic strip themed walks and also fun Belgian comic strip center. The adorable little blue creatures, the Smurfs, are in fact Belgian too, and visitors will find a gigantic statue of Smurf sat upon his toadstool just outside one of the entrances to Brussels Central Station. And behind this, visitors can discover small shops selling these figurines, but also fascinating museum, the Museum of Moving Images, which is themed around cartoons, films, and including the Smurfs. Again, this was one of our test questions prior, gave it to us on this test, right? All right, there's comic street art. All right, next, Brussels top attractions. So again, this is something you may want to save to be able to share with your certificate. Brussels is home to nearly 100 museums, so there's something for everyone. Art lovers, doesn't get much better than a wealth of attractions, galleries, and architectural houses to visit. From Art Deco to Art Nouveau, Surrealism, contemporary works, visitors really are spoiled for choice. Start with visiting the Mont des Arts Quarter with the Musée des Beaux-Arts to get an introduction to different genres of art. Head next door to the Magritte Museum, famous for the surrealist paintings of men in bowler hats, and continue to the Beaux-Arts, a contemporary art center housed in beautiful Horta design building. Alternative art can be found at the Belgian Comic Strip Center and MOOF. Meanwhile, music lovers are sure to be entertained at the Musical Instruments Museum, set in the beautiful Art Nouveau building and showcasing around 1,200 instruments. Mont des Arts Quarter. Look how beautiful that is. Several museums housed on the Grand Place itself include the City Museum, which tells the history of Brussels. As mentioned earlier, around 900 costumes donated to the Mannequin PIS statue. You'll also find the popular Museum of Cocoa and Beer Guild there. Here's the Belgian Comic Strip Center. You get to go shopping. From shopping the latest trends on the Neuerstraat, Brussels main shopping street, to contemporary shopping in the Danseret quarter and high-end boutiques on the Avenue Louise. Brussels has it all. Europe's oldest shopping arcade, the beautiful glass gallery, Gallery St. Hubert, is located just a few steps from the Grand Place. It is here that Brussels' first praline shop, Nuas, opened decades ago, selling chocolates as a medicine against depression. Today, visitors can still find chocolate shops there amongst designer boutiques, haute couture brands, cafes, restaurants where visitors can have a relaxing drink and people watch. And then during weekends, there's plenty of great finds to discover. For example, the weekly antiques market on the Grand Sablon Square, just around the corner, from the Musée des Beaux-Arts. Continue along the main roads towards the Palace of Justice to mingle with the locals at the daily flea market at Place du Jour des Bals in the lively Maryland district, and find vintage treasures at the Brussels Vintage Market, which is held every first Sunday of the month at St. Jerry Halls in the Dansert Quarter. All right, events. Brussels has full events and exhibition program on which The Grand Palace often plays host to many of these yearly events. Below, you'll find a small list with their key months to help you with the promotion and suggestions for your clients. A more comprehensive list can be downloaded from the agent's toolbox. Okay, so again, something to share, right? All right. So you have Brussels Jazz Marathon in May, traditional historical Imogen pageant in July, Belgium National Day in July, Brussels Beach, July through August, Royal Palace opens its door to the public when the royal family goes on vacation. So that's kind of cool, right? July through August, you can go check out the Royal Palace. Brussels biannual flower carpet around August 15th for 4 days. Brussels Flower Time every 2 years in August, alternation with the flower carpet. Brussels Summer Festival mid-August, Brussels Beer Weekend September, and the Christmas Market Wonders month of December. Okay, look at that. Beautiful flower carpet. Look at all those flowers. Beautiful. All right, attractions, outdoor activities. So family friendly, okay? Already mentioned quite a few child friendly activities in Brussels, such as the Atomium or the Comic Walk through the city. But below are some classic sites and museums that will make a perfect family day out. Next door to the Atomium lies the fun family attraction, Mini Europe. Put simply, this is a fascinating replica model village of Europe, complete with erupting Mount Vesuvius, Big Ben, Leaning Tower of Pisa, fully operating mini Thales train that can be spotted alongside the Eiffel Tower, and more. They've recently added a replica scene of Flanders fields, especially for the 1914-1918 commemorations of the First World War. All right, Royal Museum of the Army and Military History, located in the beautiful Cinquantenaire Park, offers a spectacular overview of Belgium's military history. Has an entire part of the museum that's filled with life-size aircrafts. On the opposite side of the park, there's Auto World, boasts over 400 vintage cars. Recently opened is the new Train World Museum, which showcases railways of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Houses a collection of historical locomotives, carriages from the Belgian railways. Also illustrates the significant role of trains today and in the future. Children will definitely be impressed with a visit to the Museums of Natural Sciences, which offers several interactive exhibitions and a must-see dinosaur gallery. On the first Wednesday of every month, the museum offers free admission. Again, something to keep, let your clients know. Train World. Animal lovers should head to the Maximilian Park Farm in the northern district of the city, where they'll find a real farm with animals offering lots of different activities. Not to miss event is the annual Brussels Comic Festival. Takes place in September every year. Among a host of different activities is the parade with giant comic balloons, which make their way through the city center. Green spaces, perhaps surprisingly for a major capital city, Brussels boasts no less than 24 parks. Perfect to chill out and relax. You have Parc des Bruxelles, opposite the Royal Palace, one of the larger green spaces in the center, which is a nice spot for visitors who are seeking solace after visiting the Mont des Arts. Here, during the summer, visitors are treated to free lunchtime concerts taking place for anyone to enjoy. Another little gem is the Botanical Garden, particularly spectacular in April-May when the azaleas are in bloom. There are many hidden gardens and parks spread out over the city. Just off the Petit Sablon is a lovely garden which has a number of small statues within the intimate space, secretly tucked away, yet close to the main art museum, the Musée des Beaux-Arts. Other parks in the city include Parc Leopold, Parc de Cinquantia, Porte de Hall, and Bues de la Cabrera. And what she said. All right, enjoying Brussels. For the foodies out there, food and drink. Brussels is a city of fine food, 138 restaurants per square mile, offering huge array of cuisines alongside typical Belgian dishes in numerous styles of cafes, restaurants, and bars for all tastes and budgets. Good food is a good key part of the Belgian lifestyle, so restaurateurs take pride in their products, as do the humble little frites, fries, stalls, and food trucks. Okay, there you go, fries and like clams, right? The national dish of Brussels and Belgium is considered the moules frites, mussels and fries, or traditional Brussels waffle made with a special waffle iron. Also typical for the region is pain à la grecque, a biscuit that was once handed out by monks to the poor people living by the Wolfbrox area. And you can't leave Brussels without eating or buying some of these yummy treats. There are many shops on and around the Grand Place and Grand Sablon. Where to purchase these, including Dandoy with its biscuits and sweet delights. Fish lovers should head for Place St. Catherine, and anyone wanting to try a bit of everything can join a food tour of Brussels with an official guide so they can taste local specialties and delights. And then after all of this, don't forget to find a typical bar to taste some of the local beers. Can't go wrong with Mort Subsbite, where you can try the locally brewed Guy's beer. Visits to the nearby Cantillon brewery are possible. Or stop by the Delirium Cafe with over 2,000 different kinds of beers. Insider tip, don't disregard the museum restaurant. Favorite for a nice lunch is the restaurant at the top floor of the Musical Instruments Museum, MIM, where you can enjoy great views over the city. Again, beautiful architecture there, right? Nightlife. Okay, the day isn't over when the sun goes down, as Brussels has a plethora of evening, nighttime activities, all offering different atmospheres and styles. To keep it low-key, head for one of the many traditional bars, such as Monk or Kafka. You'll also find lots of great clubs, such as Fuse, Murano, and Leyu, all playing different styles of music. We can't forget about the many festivals or concept parties, which often take place in unlikely settings like railway stations, churches, factories, or even warehouses. Of course, there's also the possibility of enjoying a beautiful ballet performance or night at the opera at the Monet, located between the Grand Place and the shopping street. All right. Practical information. So as with most major cities, Brussels has its very own Brussels City card with the short stay visitors in mind. The card comes in different formats, 24-hour, 48-hour, 72-hour, and incorporates free access to 30 museums, additional discounts for other attractions, shops, and transportation. For more information, you can go to the www.brusselcard.be.Brussels. Also, many themed guided, self-guided tours through the city, including the hop-on, hop-off bus. To find out more for visitors, can drop by the local tourist office, which is located 2 Rue Royale, right around the corner from the Royal Palace. Or stop at the info desk at the Brussels Midi Station, another good source of information before you go. www.visitbrussels.be. Okay. All right. Antwerp. Antwerp is Flanders' capital of cool and the country's second largest city. With an international port, Antwerp prides itself on rich historic past and has always been a hotspot for creativity, from the famous Flemish painters such as Rubens and Van Dyck to world-renowned fashion designers and jewelers. It's been the diamond center since the 15th century and is perfect shopping destination for fashionistas. Antwerp offers everything a big city has: culture, good food, trendy shops, and combines it with the coziness you only find in Flemish town. The locals love their city and are never shy to give you tips and recommendations. Getting there and getting around. Greatest entrance to Antwerp is the city's central station, widely recognized as one of the world's most beautiful, and with a range of shops selling diamonds and other jewelry. It's arguably a visitor attraction in its own right. Station also has its own visitor information desk. Fast trains serve the station directly from Brussels National Airport. Whisking you to Antwerp is just over 30 minutes from the station at level -1 in the airport's arrival hall. Regular Belgian railway services from Brussels Midi Station, taking about 45 minutes. Could be a test question. These services to use in conjunction with the Eurostar, any Belgian station ticket. Another option for Brussels, slightly faster but more expensive, is the Thalys service. But these trains enable a direct connection from both Paris and Amsterdam, and Belgium's rail network is one of the most comprehensive in Europe. So there are also direct connections from other Flemish cities, including Ghent and Bruges. Another option is to fly straight to Antwerp Airport, located just 15 minutes outside the city center. Antwerp Airport has regular services from several other European cities. Outside the airport building, there are taxis and 3 bus lines, numbers 51, 52, or 53, available to take you to the center of Antwerp. Anyone arriving by coach will be dropped off at the coach park at Quay 19. Then it's only a matter of crossing the road and you'll find yourself in the middle of the historic city center, ready to visit the town hall and cathedral of Our Lady. City is perfect to explore on foot or by bike, giving visitors the opportunity to discover the city's different districts, which all have their own style, audience, atmosphere, and there are also trams, buses, and metro in Antwerp, for which you just need a Days Legion ticket. Choose either multiple journeys or multiple days, which can be bought in any newsstand, supermarket, or at a vending machine in most metro stations. And then accommodations, just like Brussels, Antwerp has a lot of business visitors during the week, meaning that great deals can often be found on the weekend in the city's 3,400 rooms. There's a wide range of accommodation available, from deluxe spa hotels to budget-friendly chains and quaint boutique hotels and B&Bs, even funky youth accommodations such as Pulcinella. All right. And city icons, famous artist Pieter Paul Rubens was very influential across the globe, and his paintings adorn the walls of some of the world's most prestigious galleries. His then home and atelier, the Rubenshuis, is a very popular attraction today, and visitors flock to see his house and where he worked and sold his artwork from. House has been kept intact so people can get a feel of what it must have been like to live there in that era, the early 17th century. Cathedral of Our Lady with statue of Rubens. When standing in the main market square, it's impossible to miss the statue of Bravo in front of the town hall. Statue represents where the city got its name from. Legend has it that the giant named Antigone once made Roman ships pay a toll to enter Antwerp. Until passerby Bravo refused, chopped off Antigone's hand and threw it into the river Scheldt, hence Antwerpen, a hand throne. All right, statue of Bravo, there you go. All right, city's most celebrated landmark is without a doubt the Cathedral of Our Lady, which is an example of a wonderful architecture and houses several of Rubens' masterpieces. The cathedral took 169 years to build, dang. Tallest building in the city, and during the summer months, it also free carillon concerts. Antwerp is Flanders' fashion capital for good reason. Besides all the trendy people walking around the street and the region's best shopping, city has a very strong reputation in the international fashion world. Antwerp Fashion Academy, part of the world-famous Royal Academy of Fine Arts, has produced many well-known designers, with at the top the Antwerp Six: Dries van Noten, Anne Dalmeister, Dirk van Schijn, Walter van Berendag, Dirk Vickenbergs, and Marina Yee, who each graduated from the academy in the early 1980s. More recently, Martin Margiela and Christian Renschnantz have been taking the fashion world by storm. Academy show. Okay, last but certainly not least, as every woman knows, the city is especially known for diamonds. It's a place to be for diamond trade, takes much pride in its craftsmanship, technology, traditions, and creativity. At the Diamonds Pavilion, located next to Maas Museum, you can learn all about why Antwerp is known as the city center of diamonds. Shops displaying the Antwerp Diamond Jewelries Association, ADJA, sign are reputable sellers. Antwerp certainly lends itself a romantic break for people celebrating anniversaries, birthdays, or even engagements. Top attractions to see. You got museums. Antwerp is full of museums, something to suit everyone's taste. If you want to find out more about the city itself and the port, the second largest of Europe, head to Maas Museum, which is located in the up-and-coming Het Elingen district. It's housed in an amazing building offering stunning views over the city, located less than 10 minutes walk from Maas in the Red Star Line Museum, which tells the story of the city shipping line that transported refugees fleeing Europe for the opportunity of better life in the United States or Canada. The Red Star Line operated between the late 19th century and 1930s and transported many now famous people, including Albert Einstein, Fred Astaire, and Irving Berlin. Every fashion lover should visit the MoMu, or Fashion Museum, where you can learn all about Antwerp's fashion scene and its biggest success stories. And of course, we cannot forget about the Royal Museum of Fine Arts, located in the trendy Zuid district. Museum is undergoing refurbishments until the end of 2018, but you can still admire its collection at the various host venues in and around the city. And for example, the 8 monumental altarpieces will be featured in the reunion expeditions at the Cathedral of Our Lady until December 2017. There are many more museums worth a visit, such as Photo Museum, the Printers Plantin Moratis Museum, and brand new De Koning Visitor Center Brewery. Find out more about the brewery in the food and drink section in the following pages. All right, Shop Antwerp is a superb shopping destination. Start at the Baines Shopping Street Mirror, after which you can continue through the trendy Commonstraat for hip and alternative finds for high-end fashion. Then the Zuid district is a place to be. The city doesn't only have a fantastic fashion scene, but take a stroll through Klosteret on a Sunday, and you'll find several book antique shops, which will help keep you occupied for many hours. Every Friday, there is a public auction market on the appropriately named Friday Market Square, and you'll find many antique and farmer markets throughout the city during the weekends. And then visitors should arrive early to get the best choice. Events, many events happening throughout the year in Antwerp, with the most prominent one being the Summer of Antwerp. Includes many different themed events, activities during July and August. And we've listed some of the key events below for a more comprehensive list of the agent's toolbox. Beer Passion Weekend is in June. Bolix Festival, July and August. Taste Festival, August. Rubens Market, 15th of August. And the Christmas Market and Ice Rink all through December. All right, and then attractions, family friendly. Antwerp is a great city to visit for children. Great start. It's home to the Europe's oldest zoo, which is located right next to Central Station. Provides a calm green haven in the center of the city. Houses around 5,000 animals. Beautiful buildings and gardens are listed monuments. So it's definitely worth a visit. Comic Station Antwerp is an indoor theme park starring the most popular Belgian comic heroes such as the Smurfs, Lucky Luke, and more. Unique experience located at the train station where you'll find the world's highest indoor slide with a height of no less than 22.5 meters. Do note, it's only open on weekends and Wednesdays. And then for those looking for even more thrills and rides, families should head to Le Chart for a day visit to the Bobajonden theme park. Around 50 attractions, and children are certain to be entertained. You've got green spaces, several green spaces spread throughout the city where on sunny days you can go relax, have a picnic, enjoy some art. City renovated an abandoned railway land in the north of Antwerp into a fantastic park called Park Spoor Noord. It's become one of the most popular parks, and every summer it turns into a pop-up summer bar with a lot of different events and activities for all ages. Art lovers should head to Middelham Park, which used to be a private estate of one of Antwerp's historic aristocratic families. It underwent a major transformation in 2012 and now serves as an open-air sculpture park showcasing contemporary visual art. Families should definitely visit the Volzang Park, as it has a massive playground and an animal park. And if it's music thereafter, then the Revenhof is where it's at. The amphitheater serves as the perfect setting for open air concerts. All right, almost done with this one. Yay. All right, enjoying Antwerp. Food and drink. Like any other city in Flanders, food and drink play a big part in Antwerp. The city has several local specialties which must be tried when in Antwerp. The city has several signature beers, and the most famous ones being Severe and Donnekeneke. Severe has always been a local favorite. It even shares its name with the busy Sief district. So which gets its name from an old inn where the beer was served. A strong competitor for the title of the most popular beer is the De Koning or Belgique. It's as it's called by the locals. The beer got its nickname from the shape of the glass a la bowl shape it is served in. All right, so remember the bowl, the connect is a bowl shape. All right, after almost 3 years of refurbishments, the De Koning Brewery is transformed into an interactive visitor center where visitors submerged in the world of the city brewery, learning all about Antwerp as a beer city, Belgian beers, and entire brewing process. For those looking for something a bit stronger, the Elixir Danavers 37% herbal drink is the way to go. Beware though, because it comes with a quick kick. The city also has signature chocolates, biscuits called Antwerp Hands, delicious chocolates with the liquor-infused marzipan filling, or scrumptious shortbread biscuits, both in the shape of a hand, referring to the legend of the city name. And then nightlife, Antwerp is a university city, which makes the city lively at night too. From the many different bars in the University District to the upmarket clubs in the Zuid District. You're sure to be entertained. Culture lovers can head to the Burlesque Theater or enjoy an opera performance of the Royal Ballet of Flanders at the Flanders Opera. It's housed in a beautiful neo-Baroque building, and operas are performed in all languages. Besides all of these venues, Antwerp also boasts Flanders' biggest music hall, the Sports Palace. Here you can catch performances from the world's biggest stars, but also attend top sports events such as the tennis tournament, the Diamond Games. And then you have practical information. Again, they have the city card. When planning a trip to Antwerp, a city card is the easy way. In Flemish cities, the cards come in a 24, 48, or 72 hour, allows you entry to 18 Antwerp museums. Hop on, hop off bus, shuttle, city tour. Also offers discounts, other attractions, shops, bicycle rental, and comes with a free city guide. And for more information, shop our visitor center located in Central Station and on the main market square, or take a look here, visit antwerp.be. There you'll find information about different themed guided tours and also possibility to book one before the trip. Okay, test time. Which comic character greets you outside one of the Brussels Central Station exits? Smurf.
Smurf.
Very good. The blue guys. Atomium offers which of the following: restaurant, amazing views, plasticarium, shopping and restaurant, accommodations and exhibitions, amazing views, exhibitions, restaurant, accommodations. All of them. Very good. Antwerp is known for, tick all that apply. Diamonds, fashions.
Diamonds and fashions.
Thank you.
Yeah, this one actually does have a different order, but the questions are the same so far.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. Shopping in Antwerp is best for high-end antiques, trendy clothes, antiques, books, high-end fashion.
Last one.
The
Book
last one.
friendly.
Boop, boop, boop. Very good. Where can you find Brussels' first praline shop?
Thank you, Bert
Thank you,
Gallery.
Bert.
Hubert Galleries. Very good. Antwerp can be reached under 45 minutes from the following locations.
All of the above.
Jinx.
How long does it take to get to the center of the Brussels from the airport by train?
20 minutes.
Good. Which services can connect Brussels Midi Station? Tick all that apply.
Eurostar and Thales.
Eurostar and Palace.
Look. Is it the bond?
Oh, and the
that's
Deutsch. Yeah, that's right.
There we go. Which Antwerp city icon can you see in this photo?
Bravo.
Bravo.
Very good. Which options below are known as Brussels city's icon?
The
The
last one.
no,
Wait, no,
it's
it
the
was in a
third
different
one.
order for me.
Third one. The Atomium, the Grand Palace, Maniquis, and Comics.
Thank you. You guys got that? Again, there.
Yay.
Let us know if you need help.
Mine was in a different order. Shopping in
Mine too.
Antwerp. Yep.
Yeah,
shopping
I
in
am
Antwerp
messed
is
up.
best for- Shopping in Antwerp was best for, what was it? High-end fashion and antiques?
Fashions and diamonds. Is that the
Diamond.
question?
Yeah,
Diamonds.
Fashions and
It's not.
diamonds.
Wait,
I think that one was
that
book
was the
trendy
booking, the
clothes.
antique.
yeah, the books.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That was
All
the
right.
next item,
Thank
books.
you. I was like, I don't have diamonds on that one. Okay. And it can be reached under 45 minutes.
20
I'm
minutes.
over.
20, it's 20.
Where can you find Brussels first praline shop?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that
St.
too.
St.
Hubert.
Hubert.
Does anybody know that Antonium offers which of the following?
That's the one
The
I'm
It
last
was
one.
the last
The
one.
amazing
Okay.
views.
Says
Amazing.
amazing, yeah.
Okay, and then the Antwerp can be reached under 45 minutes from the following locations. Was it all of the
All
above?
of them.
All of the
Mhm.
above.
And which service has a connection to Brussels? Was it all of them?
But not.
All of them.
Oh, none is one of the options. So it was all of them
All
though?
three.
All of them, but
The
none. Yeah, the
Okay.
other three.
And then the praline shop,
Shop.
was that St.
St.
Hubert?
Hubert.
I can't hear anybody.
Hubert,
St. Hubert.
St. Hubert.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. The comic character greets you. Is that the
Smurf.
Smart.
the Smurf? And then which? Okay, and then is it the Peter Paul Rubens, the Antwerp city icon that's in the photo?
Bravo.
Bravo.
Oh, it's Bravo. Okay. Shopping, was that shopping in Antwerp is best for?
The fashion and
Fashions and diamonds.
Okay. I don't have diamonds on here.
What do you have?
I have
No,
high-end fashion and
the
antiques,
booking, the book, the
Books.
books, the
the
antiques.
books, trendy
Yeah.
clothes and fashions.
Yes.
How long does it
Um,
take to get to the center of Brussels from the airport by train?
20.
About 20 minutes.
20.
minutes. Thank you. That's what I thought, but for
Okay.
some reason it didn't go. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That was my next question. What are the Brussels city icons? Is it
That's the
is it the Mini Europe Grand Palace and the Smurfs and the Atonium?
not the Smurfs.
The third one. It's the third
Atomium,
option.
Grand Palace, and the M word.
Mannequins
Mannequin
and
piece.
comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you all.
Anybody else? Everybody good? How many more do we
Oh,
have?
good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are we gonna be
Where
able
was the
today?
first praline? Find the first praline shop.
St. Hubert.
Dang.
Somebody's asking a question about the praline shop and I don't have that answer.
That's the
It's the
Hubert.
Hubert.
Anybody else? Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys, so we're almost on 2 hours, but we're not even halfway done. So I don't know if you guys, if you want to do one more and then I can just add it and we can finish it up, either later on, this month, or I can add it for next month, or what do you guys want to do? So 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and we've done 3.
We can call it done now. That way we have enough for next time.
Okay. So, and again, we are all combined on it. So, what do we do next week?
By the way, great job reading all that stuff.
Some of them are like, what? All right. Tomorrow we're doing Ireland. Next week, it's the 15th, Finland. Let's see how long that one.
Mr. Tingle better have his butt there because he's leaving for Ireland March 22nd.
Oh, he's going with the group?
Yeah, we booked a group of 12, including him. And listen, y'all, don't sleep on this. Europe Express, 10 people in your group, you go for free.
Nice.
But his costs a little bit, well, other than his airfare. He had to
Right.
pay for his
Thanks
airfare
for
and pay
that,
for his
Joey.
other thing. And so just to give you a, for instance, 7 grand was their trip. His was 2180
Wow.
with his own room.
Very nice. All right. Just so you know, it looks like for next week we're doing Finland. I don't know, it doesn't look like it may take very long. So, maybe we can catch back up on this one. It says
And maybe we can add it to it.
right. So since you guys are here today, we'll do it. I'll put it for next Saturday. So we'll do Finland and then finish up hopefully. Because I think, we didn't even get started like for a half hour out, because of getting people signed in and stuff. That always happens when we have new, people jumping in. So now that everybody's signed in and ready to go, we should be good. So Finland and Flanders next week. And tomorrow we are doing, was it Thailand? Ireland. Yeah, Ireland tomorrow. Okay. So be sure that you guys are all registered here with the TBO Academy. And again, we do a lot of courses in this one. So once you get registered, you're registered. Okay. You go to the home page, and as you can see, there's lots of different courses here, different classes and stuff. And some of them give away, perks and stuff. And so here, 187 plus destinations, attractions. So lots and lots to learn, guys. We've done a lot of these, and we will continue to learn. Okay.
Marnie, I have a question. Last week I logged on a little bit later, and I know we were supposed to do a Tahiti trip or Tahiti, but my question is, they got back to me a couple days later about being able to take their course. Is that why we didn't do it?
Yeah, so because a lot of people didn't get registered and stuff, and then it did. I got back to it 2-3 days later. So last week we did the Expedia, which I
Yes.
that.
Okay, I wasn't exactly sure because I got the email that I can train, but I still kind of I wasn't exactly sure if you were gonna still do it or not.
Yeah.
Like maybe next month or whatever.
I think about it because, like I said, when I read it, it said something about, you can't do this as a group and stuff like that. And just because like with my what do you call it?
I see what you're saying. Okay.
But we'll see. But I won't be doing it this month because so many people, and it took a while for people to get registered and stuff. So
okay.
Yeah, I'll see about putting it on for next time. But thank you for bringing that up.
Okay.
I have to download the training from last week for Expedia. So, and if you guys have anything else that you want to see or do or whatever, please let me know so we can add it to the calendar. I know next month we have Scotland, sandals. We're going to start on one of the cruise lines, Virgin, Celebrity, Princess, or Canard. After we finish Royal. So Fridays are going to be like cruises where we start fresh. Okay. So if you haven't done, again, Princess, very long, but worth it to get that free cruise. So definitely guys, check into that. So let me know what you guys want to do and, stay plugged in. And, we've got all these, trainings that we had, completed already. And then as you see on our schedule here, we're going to be doing Melbourne, Oasis Hotels, Ireland, Finland, and Atlantis. That's going to be a nice one. So
Can you say one more thing? You mentioned you're doing cruises all on Fridays.
yeah.
Because I want to get our team excited about, let's finish these cruises, let's go on these free cruises. And Princess and Cunard obviously are two ones that we can take a free cruise in case there's anybody new on here that doesn't know that. So I would vote for Cunard if you didn't care, because I don't think many people have done Cunard, and Elizabeth said it's tough, like Princess.
Yeah.
How great.
Okay. Yeah, I will put that on there. Let me look at my thing from last time when we did Kennard.
And you're still recording, you know that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I just
So
want to make sure.
Kennard right here, yeah, we did it a year ago. So and again, Princess, when we do Princess, let me see if it's showing the have you guys checked into Princess and the free cruises? Definitely amazing.
Stephanie said she's taken hers early March to Europe.
Yeah, for what, $150, 111. Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
So yeah, let's see. I went to Hawaii for 15 days for 220. So guys, take advantage of this. So can you see my
Hey,
screen?
Marnie,
Uh-huh.
can I ask you a question about this?
Yeah.
About the princess? I'm currently doing it. I was doing it on my own before I found that you did all of this. Is But this was in 2024. So if I'm planning on obviously going back to finishing it, is it obviously still the same, like from like what you've recorded, or do they differ it every year?
Depends. Sometimes they do updates and stuff. That's why, like Disney has updates and stuff. So they could be different or they could be the same, or they may just change, one section of it or something. So you
Okay.
can always go in and look. And again, depending on how far you are on it. But then you can always like skip through and, check. Because again, it's tough with the answers or the questions because all of us could have different questions. So it's like, okay, Joanne, what's your question? Oh, okay. Susan, what was yours? So if you follow my training, at the end, even though I went through 20 questions, we still have maybe 20.
Mine could be different.
Correct. So
Gotcha.
so just, keep track of that. I know one time I wrote them all down because I had to do the training for, I think, my boyfriend at the time. And it's like, oh, I don't want to. So I wrote them down. So I had a cheat sheet, but I don't think I have
Right.
that. But
Okay, I'll just see if I
Marnie-
can, I'll find yours and then go back and see if I can do it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Marnie, when we did the test last year, we turned off the recording.
was that on that one?
We didn't record. It was either Princess or Kennard. We did not record the test answers.
Yeah, because some of the people, or it's not some of the people, there was a couple that complained, said people were cheating and it wasn't fair. And they wanted me to stop doing this. And it's
Yeah.
really bad that people can't, just think the positive, So I said, okay, to be fair, I'll go ahead, we'll do the training, and whoever isn't present, who's ever present, we'll do the test together. But who doesn't show up, because a lot of people did, they would just get in and just skip over to the answers and not really learn, right? They just want to, and it's like, but my thing is, if you want to cheat, you're the one losing out. You're the one not getting the knowledge, So that's why I went back to, I'm like, because I had one lady that reached out to me and said she had, I think, like brain surgery or whatever. And she said, it's hard for me to like learn, so quickly. So she liked watching my videos because she could do it in slower motion and stuff that helped her. And I'm like, you know what? If I can help her instead of this one complaint, I'd rather do that. So that's why we went back to it. So if you do have, maybe just jump in if you can't figure out that question and ask us in the group, or I use Google a lot, what is Princess's, 3 cruise lines or whatever, so but just look here, guys, these are the free cruises that we have options, and they always change. Okay, so look, they even have a world cruise available to us, guys. Look at that. Let's check this out if it's open. All right, price not available, but 47-day Africa Mediterranean, 21-day. So my thing is when I do these, I'm like, shoot, if I'm gonna go, I want to go for as long as I can, you know. But let's just take a quick look just to see. Let me reset filters. So again, departing, where do you want to depart from? You know, you can check that. The ship. Now these are based on, so again, these are all here. Okay, so you know, I don't see Hawaii anymore. Maybe it's under US. Japan. Who wants to go to Japan? So let's check.
They also change frequently, so you have to check back on there if you're looking for a certain one. It might be
Yes,
sold out and then it might come back on or something.
right. So, yeah, so usually they update it like the first Tuesday of each month is usually. So sometimes you can get on and there's only 5 cruises available. Right now they have 70 available. So look at this, $111 to go to Japan, okay? But it's round trip from Tokyo. So again, you'll have to get there. But these prices are interior and they are per person, okay? Then the third and fourth will pay $211 plus that, okay? You can always upgrade, but what happens is some people have just done the interior, and then when they get there, they ask for an upgrade and they've gotten it. So just kind of wanted to share that. But yeah, you can upgrade it here. You can go, you know, ocean view or balcony. And then again, you're going to be paying more. Do you see that went up $300? So just keep that in mind also. Okay. But yeah, look at this, $100 for 15 days out of Fort Lauderdale. Okay. To England. So you have to get back from England, but for $100 per person, what? You know, it's crazy. So, you know, take advantage of this. And I always say, because you never know when they're going to change it, okay? So remember, you know, you are a travel agent. They're giving us this special because they want us to sell their ships, their cruises. So you always want to be respectful and stuff. But when you go, guys, you get to go to the captain's lounge every day at 5 o'clock, 5 to 7 for like $5 cocktails and hors d'oeuvres like prime rib, shrimp cocktails, quiche. You get laundry done every day. You get upgraded to elite. Okay. So definitely take advantage. You know, I want to say do it, you know, people have gotten this like 3 years ago. Luckily, they haven't changed the requirement. But just like Universal Studios, we used to get free tickets for Universal Studios. Well, guess what? This year they changed it. It's 50% off now. So you never know when the perks are going to be changed. So you want to always, I always tell people, use it while you got it. Okay. All right. So again, you know, stay plugged in. Let's have fun. As we always say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You know, if we don't see it at the beaches of the world, we'll see it at the bank. So have a wonderful weekend. Does anybody else have any questions or anything? Otherwise, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Ireland. And
One quick one. Just so for anybody that has 2 accounts, because I know you've done this, under the same social, can you get 2 of these or only one? Okay.
It goes under your name and your information. So yeah. So but like
does it matter if you do it out of your main one or your second one?
No.
Okay.
And so like this one now, this is my daughter's free one. I had to do because I did my training already and to start over. So now my next one that I'm going to do like next month or whenever we finish Canard, I'm going to do under my other daughter. So that way, and I told him, I said, I'll do your training for you for my class, but you're taking me on that cruise. I said, I said, I'll be that third person and you and your boyfriend can either I'll sleep up by the pool. But I'm going with you. So that's also because again, you could take up to 4 people, right? So you'll be a little crowded, but shoot, how many people just stay in their room, right? When you're on a cruise ship. So definitely, guys, take advantage, you know, be a product, the product, get out, let people know that, you know, I am a travel agent. I'd love to help you, you know, see these amazing places. And again, get on that cruise ship. You got all the food, the entertainment, and it's absolutely wonderful. So again, watch the ports, watch where you like. I think this is the one that I did. And this is 11-day one. But when I said I went to Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Cabo, so yeah. Yeah, so again, you can do the breakdown. That's the interior, but you can do ocean view, balcony, mini suite, whatever you want. But yes, you're going to pay more. But like I said, a couple people have said that they did the interior and then asked when you got there, and they didn't have to pay more. So who knows? So who's going with you this time? Is that for Stephanie? So but yeah, so this one is Autumn. So her and her boyfriend will probably go. I won't go with them because they're a newly couple. They're but my youngest daughter, they've lived with me and her boyfriend lived with me for 4 years. So it's like you guys are taking me with you. So but I told them, I said we should all, my 4 kids. How many do I have? I figured my son kind of blames me because we went on a cruise, Carnival cruise, and at that time it was really windy and stuff, and it was his girlfriend's first time, and she's now terrorized of cruises, and he blames me. We'll never go on a cruise again because of you, Mom. Yeah, I made the waves, it was my fault. So my 3 daughters, they'll take the cruise, and I said we should do it as a group then, because again, they can book it, depending on how many are available, that each have their own account. So that's why all my kids are agents. My sisters are agents because of the perks. And that's what I did for 4 years. So I love it because again, you're a product of the product. I just went to Hawaii for 2 days. Okay. It was work. It's our tax write-off. Yeah. But I've already been to Hawaii twice I just went, twice in 6 months or whatever, 7 months. So it's like, I told Sandy, I'll be back. Sandy Rosa is one of my agents, and Leslie, and so I spent the day and did things with them and our travel party. So it was a great time. I just flew in this morning, so that's why I fed the dogs on my break. I gotta go rest now because it was a 6-hour flight, midnight red-eye flight. So, but I wanted to get in and do the trainings with you guys. So we're doing Ireland tomorrow. Hope you guys win with your Super Bowl, whoever you're voting for or rooting for, and enjoy. And again, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Let's have some fun and have an amazing weekend, everybody. Okay? If I don't see ya. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.